Hi everyone, my name is Wendy Catalan-Rano. I am here at the Indianapolis State House. Today we were demanding dignity for our immigrant workers. With that being included, we are asking and demanding special equipment to protect our families during COVID-19 spreads. We are also demanding that we get assistance and state relief during these times, not only because we are exposed to dangerous work conditions, but because we have ultimately families at home that depend on our income. Here we have allies and community members. Several of the organizations that are here also representing are Ayuya Indiana Documented Youth Alliance, Liberation and Socialism Organization, Surge, Black Lives Matter, and Cosecha Indiana is who I'm actually representing. Here in Indianapolis, our immigrant workers across the country actually coordinated these car caravans in response to rampant work release for undocumented immigrants facing COVID-19 crisis and the failure of the government to provide basic relief to immigrant families. We hope that this message and our actions do bring awareness to our community and those that are not being represented.
I got 5 roommates in this one studio, but I never really see them. And we all came America trying to get a lap dance from Lady Freedom. But now Lady Liberty is acting like Hillary Banks with a prenup.
So we're here today with you guys here at the State House. We are demanding dignity that we deserve. Dignity for all immigrants, dignity that we've been fighting for a very long time. This is not a question, this is a demand. Alright, so as many of you may know, some of us were, if not mostly eligible for stimulus relief. Our undocumented and immigrant workers were not eligible and were not assisted financially during these times. We all have families, we have kids, we have homes that we have to sustain for. Everyone is in the same boat and we should get treated equally for those reasons. In regards to that, we are also asking for rent cancellation. There are a lot of families that depend on those incomes. A lot of families depend on food, depend on medical expenses. They depend on, our schools, our education systems, and being able to just freely live. But if our government is not assisting us, then it makes it hard for us to integrate in the community.
Detention centers, prisons, they're all concentration camps at this point. They don't care who lives or dies. They don't care if our immigrant community, who is trying to come over to this country for a better life, is infected with a virus. They don't care. They don't care that our African American brothers and sisters in prison are not given the proper treatment, proper gloves or masks. They don't care. But we do, don't we? Yes, we do. We're gonna leave to Brazil, Indiana after this, but I feel like even if they're far away, it's so amazing that we're willing to travel an hour away to make them known that we still care, don't we? Ever since the virus started, I don't know if you have been keeping tabs on how the president is handling it, how he's just pushing it aside, how some governors are just pushing this aside. They do not listen to science. They do not listen to people who understand this. And that ultimately affects all of us, and especially people who are incarcerated. People who have absolutely no human rights at this point. They're begging for help. I don't know if you guys saw those pictures of, I think it was at the women's prison, that they had to stick signs saying SOS outside the windows. That is so embarrassing as a country and as a state for us to be having to do that. That is just absurd. And if you support the liberation of people who are unjustly incarcerated, say I do, please. Yes. If you care about them, say I do. If you're willing to fight for them, say I do. Louder. I do. Thank you, guys. Let's continue this fight, guys.
So I'm Noah Leininger. I am with the Party for Socialism and Liberation here in Indianapolis. We're out here at the Indiana State House today to stand with undocumented workers, immigrant workers movement, the Cosecha movement, and Indiana Undocumented Youth Alliance called this action here on May 1st, on May Day, International Workers' Day. And we are here to stand with workers from all nations. You know, the most important thing that we're realizing in this time is that the capitalist class is trying every tactic to try and divide the working class to keep us from uniting. And the most powerful weapon that we have in responding to that is by uniting ourselves and getting organized ourselves and fighting back against the oppression.
Hello everybody, thank you for coming out. This is a great turnout. Like my comrades have said, we are out here to demand basic human rights for the undocumented community. Our working brothers and sisters from the working class are very much exploited, and the immigrant community is always the one who has no type of assistance. We have seen that the government neglects our immigrant brothers and sisters. Here in Indiana, the undocumented community, led by Ayuya, Proyecto Siembra, DAU, and Cosecha, have started their own undocumented fund. So we are basically doing what the government isn't. And that's what it has to come down to, that we are out here because the government is not defending our rights as human beings. And that's what we're going to go to the detention center today, to demand that they let our brothers and sisters go. That's why we're going to Westville prison tomorrow to demand that they let our brothers and sisters go. And that's what we're going to do right now. So if everyone wants to get into their cars, we're going to start doing 3 circles, honking. I believe you guys all have your signs. Also, we can obviously see that there's cops present. Just remember that we have power, that the people are the ones that demand and that will get their rights, because we are human beings and we deserve that. So once again, shout out to everyone that is here, Party for Socialism and Liberation, the New African Black Panther Party, Ayuya. Thank you all. I know I didn't mention a lot of you, but thank you guys for coming out. It means a lot, and we're just gonna have to keep doing this because our voices will be heard, and we'll be the ones creating a better world, because we are the ones that are often exploited. So let's get into our cars. We're going to start the caravan, and then once we do 3 circles, we're going to start to go and head down to the detention center in Clay County. So again, we're going to go get into our cars, do 3 circles, and also our legal liaison right over here. If anyone has any questions or runs into any trouble, he is the one to go to. He will be dealing with the police. So again, thank you for being out here. The power to the people. We are the working class. We are the individuals that are out here, that are advocating, that are fighting, and we're gonna win. So let's keep at it. Let's get into your cars and let's get going.